Okay, now we're going to watch the video called Filling Out Paperwork Correctly the First Time. Now you're looking at the HPW homepage right now, and just that's okay. You're going to look at this page for a few minutes while we touch on a couple of bullet points here. This is a paperwork intensive business, financial services, and during your financial services career, you're going to push a lot of paper. So it's important to get this part of the business right, this paperwork part. And that's why we made a whole video on it, just on filling out the paperwork correctly. See, because you can find the ideal client and you can sell a great policy that pays you a lot of money. And if you don't get the paperwork right, you could experience delays and possibly lose the business. Now, this holds true for recruits or securities or long-term care or just no matter what you're selling, you have to get the paperwork right. With a recruit, you could find the right person to join your team who has experience and drive and that you like, trust, and admire. But if you don't get the recruiting paperwork right within a reasonable amount of time, they might go somewhere else. So getting the paperwork right is important. Getting the paperwork right is professional. Getting the paperwork right is key to building a business that works when you don't. Let me give you an example. Early on, when I first started in this business in the early 2000s, I guess it was, I sold one of my first policies and I missed part on the application. I left something blank because I didn't know what to put there. And I had forgotten that I had done that, and I submitted the paperwork, and a week or so later, the underwriter sent me an email about the blank. And because I didn't know what to put in the blank, and because I had forgotten about it, it got put off. So a couple of weeks went by, and the client had asked me the status of the application. Only then did I ask for the information that I needed from the client to fill in that blank. So I got the information, I forwarded it to the underwriter. Now keep in mind, we've already delayed the policy by a couple of weeks because I didn't get the paperwork right. I left that blank. Well, this triggered, when I sent that information, and triggered the underwriter needing additional information. So another couple of weeks delay went by, and nearly a month and a half after I took the application, the client was wondering where his life insurance was. And by then it was too late, because what ended up happening is he told me to get lost and he went somewhere else. All because I did not get the paperwork right, and I also didn't follow up as I should have. But if I had gotten the paperwork right, the entire thing would have been avoided. I would have been able to keep the business. So this stuff matters, and I'm going to give you right now a surefire method to ensure that you get the paperwork right every time. And then I'm going to show you on the website here that you're looking at how to actually go get the paperwork, okay? Now first, you have to understand that when it's time to fill out the paperwork, applications for anything, whether it's life insurance or securities or recruiting, you have a responsibility. Well, first of all, you now have a client or a new recruit, okay? That's a big deal because you've worked really hard up to this point to get somebody to say yes, right? So we got to take really good care of them. We now have a responsibility to take care of this new client like their family. Okay. So understanding your new responsibility, let's talk about how to get the paperwork right. First, we've got to download the paperwork. So we're going to talk about two items of paperwork that need to be downloaded. One briefly and one in detail. The first one briefly is for recruiting. Now we talk about this in the free videos in course 1. If you have a new recruit, you're simply going to go, now we're look at the homepage here because I'm back on the homepage. We're simply going to go to the Sign Up Today tab, click on Sign Up Today, and there's the agreement right there. Okay, so that's where you're going to get the new recruit paperwork. Make sure it gets all filled out correctly. Now, in a minute, I'm going to give you the surefire way to make sure you fill all this out correctly. But before we do that, most of the paperwork we fill out is going to be for life insurance. And we'll go to the Business Pipeline tab, and we'll scroll down the Apps and Forms for Processing Business. Okay, so we click on that, and it brings us to this page here. Now you'll notice there's processing instructions for every company. So if you sold an ING policy, click on ING and it's going to tell you exactly how to do the business as well as your fax transmittal form right here. Okay? But let's say you sold this ING policy, you need to get the forms. Right above that is a link, download apps and forms. Now let me click back once and that same link is still here, download apps and forms. So remember, I sold an ING policy as an example. Click on ING. Here's how to do it. And now here's where I can download the apps and forms. So I'll click on that. It's going to bring up a new window, which I'll center. And don't worry about it. We're getting to the surefire way to make sure you fill the paperwork out correctly. Now, I'm on a Mac, so I get this error screen every time. If you're using a Mac, just go right down here to where it says to continue without upgrading, click here. If you're using a PC, you won't have this problem, okay? So I'll click here, and that's going to bring up the location where I can download all the paperwork. Now, I'm going to make a couple of points here. First, I'm going to select, let's see, ReliaStar, which is ING. It is, we'll say it's new business. I'm going to select The estate is Arizona, the product type is Term Life, and the product name is Term Smart, and I'm going to look up all the paperwork for that particular product, okay? So that shouldn't be anything new for you. Now, once the paperwork comes up, we're going to have to decide what we need. Now, you'll notice there's a giant, as a matter of fact, let me make this a little bigger. There's a giant list here of paperwork. Some are defaulted in yellow of what you need, but there's some that are not defaulted. And so the point is here is that when you need paperwork, you need to read through every one of these to see if you need anything additional in addition to the default. So for example, you may need a child rider, right? Let's add a child rider, okay? Because maybe they want insurance on their child. You may have somebody who flies airplanes. So you'll click on this, aviation questionnaire, generic. Use if application is checked yes for aviation. Now remember, we talked about if you have an aviation client to write to the HBW Academy and we'll help you locate the correct place to play. None of the carriers that HBW have deal with pilots, okay? Unless they're totally and only an airline pilot, we don't have a carrier. So call the HBW Academy, email the HBW Academy. We'll set you up with the carrier for aviation. So maybe that was not the best example, but I had a client once who said, yes, I smoke marijuana. So I had to fill out the drug usage questionnaire, okay? So we add that. So my point is we need to go through and read every single one of these and add them if we need them to the package. That's the first ingredient to getting the paperwork right, is making sure we have the right paperwork. Here's a tobacco use. Let's say we have a smoker, tobacco use questionnaire. So I'll add that, okay? So I hope you understand. I hope that makes sense, that the first step in getting the paperwork right, filled out correctly, is to get the right paperwork. So then I could just go ahead and email or print that off and be done with that. So what I'm going to do is, let's say I print this. It brings up my print screen. Actually, it downloads it here, which is great. So then we can go through it real quickly. And I'm going to give you the surefire way right now to make sure that you get the paperwork right. So here's what I just did. Here's all the forms I added. Some were default. Some were added because I clicked on them. And here's the term, ing, here's the do's and the do nots. Well, let's see here. We got a little pinwheel. Hopefully this will go away. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean with a surefire way to get the paperwork correctly. Here's how you do it. When you're filling out paperwork, always, always, always have a highlighter with you. And here's why. You're going to go through this paperwork and you're going to check, let's say this is a 10-year policy for $500,000, and we're going to say it's in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's on today's date. And then we're going to go through all this. Now let's say we get to right here, employer's address. Okay, see this right here, employer's address for the proposed insured. A lot of them people don't even know where they work. They know how to get there, but they don't know the specific address. So they're like, I'm going to have to get back to you on that. Right now, this is where you'd whip out your highlighter and highlight that. Okay, because before you submit the paperwork, you can go back through it, see your highlights, and find the blanks. So you avoid what happened to me in the little story earlier of delays in processing and eventually losing the business, okay? So let's go down. We can find another area, maybe here under, let's see, under owner, right? Let's say that the individuals, let's say, you're selling a life insurance policy on me, and my wife is going to own it. So owner is going to be other, right? Which would say my wife right here. So we could check other, and we could check wife. Whoops, let's see. We could check wife. That's weird. It only lets me put that. Well, I would write wife in there. I just leave it blank and write wife. I'd highlight this if I wasn't able to fill out now. But my point here was they're going to want my wife's driver's license number and state. You see that right there? Okay. What if she's not with me? I don't know her driver's license number, so you could highlight this. That way when you go back through the paperwork, you don't leave it blank. You could, get it by email or call the client back and put it in there before you submit the paperwork to HBW, okay? So this is a really big deal. The surefire way to filling out the paperwork correctly the first time is to use a highlighter for the blanks that you leave. That way when you go back through, you're able to make sure you don't miss anything. That's going to avoid delays, and that's going to avoid possibly losing the business. You will find if you do this right on average, you have a lot of highlighting on your application. You can write all over these applications, okay? It's okay, all right? A lot of people think they need to, keep it, like really official, and you do, but it's okay to take notes and write and highlight and do all the things you need to do to make sure you submit what they call good business.